The world's population is predicted to be 10 billion by 2050, meaning we have to feed 2.5 billion more people. And to address this, we need to increase our food production by 70%. We've also got an exploding middle class, and 50% of today's populations are millennials and Gen Z who are placing new demands on the food system. Our food system is under severe pressure to produce more with less in a sustainable way. And at the same time, we need to reduce waste, tackle global challenges like climate change, manage scarce resources of water, land and labour, and also solve for food safety and security issues. Unfortunately, we are living through the COVID pandemic. Challenges in the food supply system are further exacerbated with empty retail shelves, meat packing disruptions, and price increases. We're seeing acceleration of new trends where home is the new workplace, where we dine in and order food, increase engagement with digital marketplaces, and look for opportunities for touchless interaction with automation and next-generation farming and proteins. Now innovation in agri-food tech has become even more important and more critical and urgent. The Agtech Revolution is here in the form of precision ag, big data AI, drones, control environment, and next-generation proteins. We can't continue to do the same things the same way. We must innovate, adopt and embrace technology. This is why we set up Thrive, to advance the future of food and agriculture through innovation. Entrepreneurs and startups from around the world can solve these problems, and that is why we've built a vibrant agri-food ecosystem.
Hello, I'm Daryl Matthews, Senior Vice President of Trimble, and I'm looking for an innovative idea that helps connect farmers, advisors, and input retailers so that they can all see field activities that are completed or in progress. A seamless and easy way for everyone to communicate.
Hi, I'm Helen Hartnett, COO at SVG Ventures Thrive, and I'm looking for an innovative idea that solves some of the pain points that farmers face and brings them solutions that add value to their businesses while also contributing to a more sustainable future for agriculture.
Hi, this is Koji Hasegawa, General Manager with Water Innovations at Silicon Valley, and I'm looking for a new innovative idea that will be easy for farmers to implement and make them happier.
Hi, my name is Mike Wilbur. I'm with Cavallo Ventures, the venture capital arm of Wilbur Ellis, and we're looking for ideas that we can bring to our growers to help them make it more profitable, more sustainable, and more efficient, whether that's with data and technology or biological products, anything to help improve our customers' profitability and sustainability is what we're looking for.
Hi, I'm Rebecca Clark, Vice President in charge of FCC's Venture Capital Program. I'm looking for an idea that helps agriculture and food producers meet the needs of a growing world population through innovations and technologies that also have a positive impact on our planet.
Hi, my name is Trevor Meekum, and I'm the Vice President of Global Technology Strategy and Industry Relations for Valley Irrigation. I'm looking for an idea and innovation that helps mechanized irrigation bring together a seamless activity in connected crop management.
Hello and welcome to the 2021 Thrive Forbes Demo Day. I want to thank the Forbes team who have done yet another amazing summit and thrilled to be partnered with them again this year, our 7th successful year together. As a result of Thrive's global initiative and challenges that we ran in Australia, Africa and Canada, we had a record year of almost 700 applications from 78 countries. We selected 12 startups for the Thrive 7 cohort, and these startups have received investment, completed our intensive 3-month program, worked with our mentors, and have had access to our global ecosystem of corporations, farmers, and investors. Today, we will be presenting 3 awards. We have the People's Choice Award, where leaders and peers in the ag community are given the chance to recognize their favorite company with their vote. The Female Leadership Award that honors one trailblazing woman whose achievements and contributions to the agri-food industry have helped advance women in technology. And the Thrive Forbes Innovation Icon Award, where the winner will have the opportunity for follow-on investment as a result of their performance and traction throughout the Thrive Accelerator program. Before we hear from our startups, I would like to take this opportunity to first thank our corporate partners for prioritizing innovation in food and ag and for making our program possible. Thank you to Western Growers for working and engaging with our entrepreneurs. A huge thank you to our mentors who gave their valuable time to share their wisdom and guidance with our startups as they prepared their pitches. This is a very important part of our program, and mentors can make a huge impact on our entrepreneurs as they embark on their journey. And also, special thanks to our amazing judges for participating in the process of reviewing and evaluating each of these startups and sharing their feedback and guidance. Thank you. And now I'm going to hand it over to Kaylin and Evan to introduce our startups. Take it away, guys.
Hi, I'm Evan Cohen.
And I'm Kaylin Simon.
And we're here to introduce you to the Thrive 7 cohort. This year's cohort is composed of 12 cutting-edge startups who will have a great impact in shaping the future of food and agriculture. Based across the globe, with companies from Canada, Argentina, Australia, the Netherlands, Nigeria, and Israel, our 12 companies bring diverse perspectives and technical backgrounds to help address some of the major challenges facing the food and agriculture sector.
Over the past 3 months, these startups have worked with our Thrive mentors, networked with our corporate partners, and participated in workshops, focusing on topics such as branding and marketing, protecting IP, M&A strategy, and more. We have been impressed with the growth and tenacity of our founders as they pursue and accomplish huge milestones, many of which they will share with you today. And if you'd like the opportunity to participate on this stage next year, register your interest for the 2022 Thrive 8 Accelerator Program with the link here, and we will notify you when applications open.
Now, without further ado, let's meet the entrepreneurs.
Our first startup, Arva Intelligence, makes customized recommendations for individual fields by matching genetics, biology, and fertility to the environment through predictive analytics, seed selection, and carbon exchange. What's incredible is that within the first year, they've onboarded hundreds of acres, obtained a seed genetic licensing deal, and completed over 16 corporate trials. First of its kind, introducing Jay McIntyre, CEO and co-founder of Arva Intelligence.
Thank you, Thrive and Forbes, for giving us an opportunity to tell our story. We are Arva Intelligence. We founded Arva to solve these problems for ourselves and found we weren't alone. Ag suppliers, our clients, are struggling with seed placement, fertilizer optimization, and biological proliferation, and now growing demands for sustainability. To us, all these problems have one thing in common: data. Arva provides the most comprehensive data and AI platform in agriculture. We empower the supply chain to conquer these problems with automated solutions that create new revenue streams and increase grower profitability and sustainability. We designed our platform to house all of your data in one place. We bring remote sensing, environmental, operational, and machine data together to run AI models to match genetics and environment from the subfield level to the regional scale. This allows us to automate analytics, product placement, and carbon accounting. The enterprise level solution has 4 principal components: our harvest analytics, which automates reports and identifies profit opportunity, product efficiency and efficacy, key environmental drivers of yield. And this is a huge savings to any agronomist or advisor or researcher looking to understand what happened last year and on the field and subfield level. Seed Selector matches the right genetics to the right spot on your farm, which can be huge profit opportunity year over year by field. AI Crop Planner eliminates excess inputs, maximizes efficiency, and produces an early order shopping list for maximum savings for the grower and for the benefit of the supplier. Arva Carbon Ready then prepares the advisors to quantify their clients' environmental assets and generate new sources of income. We are B2B focused on manufacturers, suppliers, and advisors who already have a trusted relationship with the growers who are already collecting data in the normal course of business. Since rolling out our alpha release in October 2020, we've ingested 350,000 acres and have an additional 500,000 acres currently being onboarded. It's a 20x increase in 7 months. The clients that we're working with serve a lot of acres, and we're working to earn the right to get more of those on our platform. We look at the ag tech landscape a little differently, not solely as competition. Our clients are using multiple solutions to do their day-to-day jobs. We've built API integrations so that we can bring and work with the data that they already have. because data by itself or data siloed in different locations can't solve the problems that we're after. We need it in one place and then use AI to automate the grower-facing solutions from these suppliers that will improve their efficiency and profitability. We started as a research project with Lawrence Berkeley Labs and the University of Arkansas back in 2016. The company was actually founded in 2019, and today we're leading some of the most exciting research in agriculture for the Department of Energy. None of this is possible without a world-class team with the experience and diversity to tackle the problems we sought out at the beginning to tackle. Together, we combine technology, machine learning, agronomy, ag sales, and executive backgrounds, while our generational farmers on the team help keep our inventions grounded. As an independent company, we are positioned to work across the aisle and drive lasting impact on agriculture and the environment. Thank you, Thrive and Forbes. We look forward to working with you.
Crop inspection is a multi-billion-dollar market. Despite the advent of drones, the human eye remains the main method of inspection, which can be costly and unreliable. Our next startup, Bloomfield Robotics, is tackling this market by digitizing plant-by-plant inspection for each individual crop on the farm. Their beachhead market is vineyards, but they have recently expanded into blueberries in South America and are doing some exciting work with NASA. I will turn it over to CEO Mark DeSantis for more.
Hi, I'm Mark DeSantis, CEO of Bloomfield Robotics, and we assess the health and performance of plants one plant at a time for the growers of the world's $2 trillion worth of specialty crops using deep learning and image processing. Every plant matters to us, and it should to all of us, as global population is expected to jump by 3 billion, nearly 40%, in the next 30 years, requiring the production of more food in that time than has been produced since the birth of agriculture 10,000 years ago. That's why our goal is to maximize the performance of every plant by continuously monitoring the condition and key features of that plant from seed to harvest. An example is AA Vineyard, one of our customers in New York State. They grow nearly 150 varieties of table and wine grapes, as well as baby vines. A grower can typically inspect about 150 vines in a day, about a tenth of an acre, looking for such things as disease, infestation, stress, leaf density, as well as berry count, size, and color, all to protect and enhance the vines, time the harvest, and predict yield. The challenges with using people to visually inspect vines, or anything for that matter, is that, well, there aren't enough of them, they're expensive, and most challenging, they're inconsistent. Our Bloomfield Flash camera addresses all three limitations and, mounted on any vehicle, can assess over 15,000 vines in a day. AA was able to increase yields the equivalent of 70 bottles an acre. We can do what we do because we are, in fact, identifying, analyzing, and geolocating individual grapes on individual vines. To date, we've digitalized over 350,000 vines and over 500 million grapes. Each of Flash's twin lenses captures high-density images at 5 frames per second. Using its own light source, images are uploaded to the cloud for analysis with timely, actionable results presented to the grower's cell phone or laptop. In our first year, 2019, we built a minimum viable product, which we deployed in over a dozen vineyards across 4 states and secured additional pilots in France and Canada. We've also added apple and blueberry pilots in Q1 of this year. We're looking to add over 24 more vineyards across the US and globally. We have a great team of experienced entrepreneurs and technologists with our 2 founders, Dr. George Cantor, Chief Scientist, and Tim Muller-Sims, CTO, developed the technology over a decade while at the Carnegie Mellon Robotics Institute. Our head of products, Jason Simmons, comes to us from Uber ATG, where he had a similar role there. And Ben Utter, who was an account executive in a previous successful AI startup of which I happen to have been CEO and co-founder. I'm a serial tech entrepreneur myself who's co-founded and built several AI-based venture-backed companies. Thanks again for the opportunity to present, and I welcome your questions.
Our next startup is a biotech company from Davis, California, developing non-toxic solutions for plant protection. They're using pheromones to control the behavior and development of nematodes, the most abundant animal on Earth, which causes catastrophic crop losses each year. Led by Dr. Fatma Kaplan, CEO and CSO, with over 20 years of experience in plant molecular stress biology and natural product chemistry. Please welcome Farnham.
Hi everyone, I am Fatma Kaplan, CEO and founder of Farnham. We use pheromones to control agricultural pests so farmers can grow more food. Worldwide, farmers spend $60 billion a year for pest control. Just for insect control, they spend $16 billion. Concerns with the toxicity and environmental impact of traditional chemical controls have resulted in the regulation and outright bans on specific pesticides, leaving significant gaps that demand eco-friendly alternatives. Biocontrols represents the fastest growing market segment with $3.5 billion annually, but significant gaps remain, such as control of soil pests, including insect and parasitic roundworms called nematodes. Beneficial nematodes are biocontrol for soil-based pests, but have suffered from limited effectiveness. Farnham's unique pheromone treatment, Nemestim, makes beneficial nematodes more effective. Ferricode is another application of Farnham's pheromone-based approach to protect seeds and newly transplanted crop from parasitic nematodes. The next step on the path to commercial revenue are the following technical and business objectives. Since Nemestim will be sold with beneficial nematode, we first identify the key players, nematode manufacturers like Cohort, Enema, BASF, Bioline. These manufacturers directly sell to the growers or sell through distributors such as Arbico Organics and Wilbur Ellis. These producers also act as toll manufacturers for other beneficial nematode companies like Bionema. We have developed relationships with the key players in the market: Cohort, Enema, BASF, Bionema, Bioline. Some of the key players would like to sell Nemestim with their nematode products. We are currently negotiating paid trials to evaluate Nemestim to improve beneficial nematodes efficacy with multiple companies. Farnham is the only company with a patented nematode pheromone product. Our pheromone product offers pest control in the soil compared to our competitors' product that target the pest in the air. Additionally, our product can enhance other biopesticide companies' products, make them potential partners. Furthermore, our pheromone product offers a unique seed treatment application. Pheromones are among the most sought-after eco-friendly solution. Here are the startups and their valuations. My co-founder Carl and I are domain expert. I have more than 10 years of experience in pheromones and nematodes. I identified the first nematode sex pheromone and published it in Nature. Then USDA recruited me to apply pheromone technology to agriculturally important nematodes. There I found that pheromones control other behaviors, including dispersal, which is the basis for our products. Our team has the talent and relationship to succeed and bring Nemestim to the market. We have a path to scalable manufacturing. We have leveraged grants with incubators, accelerator, and mentorship programs to create an investor-ready startup. Farnham's accomplishments and roadmap to date. We are raising funds to scale up manufacturing. Thank you.
Our next startup has developed an integrated solution that uses IoT sensors to monitor and measure the real-time health of a plant and its surrounding environmental parameters. They can ensure that every drop of water is directed to improving crop production and yields. Currently, this company is commercially engaged with 40% of the irrigated Australian cotton market and is growing at around 10% per year. I'm pleased to introduce Alicia Garden, co-founder and CEO of Goanna Ag.
Hi, my name's Alicia Garden and I'm the CEO of Goanna Ag. We operate across the irrigated cotton footprint in Australia and the US. Our tagline is more crop, less drop. Food and fibre production needs water, some 70% of total global annual water use. However, climate variability is driving significant volatility in fresh water supply. Success in growing a crop comes down to the grower's ability to convert every drop of precious water into as much of that crop as possible. When a plant stresses, it incurs a yield penalty, resulting in lower production for the farmer. Plant stress generally occurs from lack of or too much water. And these yield penalties cost the Australian farm production sector $10 billion annually. Signs of plant stress only become visible after impact has occurred. Think of it like a virus in the human body. By the time you know that you're sick, the damage has already started. Our flagship product, GoField, is the world's most intelligent irrigation scheduling advisor. We're like a doctor in the field, and we actively monitor your crop's health in real time against its biological optimum. More importantly, is that we're the only service to accurately forecast both crop water use and stress of your crop across the next 7 days, allowing our clients to schedule and optimize water delivery before any yield impact is realized. GoField is sold in a data as a service model, including installation, platform access, and connectivity. Our traditional client base has been corporate farms. More recently, however, we've had significant traction with supply chain members who are assisting driving adoption pre-farm gate. As an example, we're embarking on a 3-year trial with one of the world's largest ag chem suppliers who will subsidise 350 sites of installation per season in Australia, with a view to full industry rollout from year 4 to underpin their global stewardship and ESG targets. In FY21, which was a very severe drought here in Australia, we had over 550 installs of GoField, and we have just started installing 150 installations in the US this week. GoField has saved our Australian clients an average of 1 irrigation, allowing them to grow 12.5% more cotton. Our US trials have yielded more substantial results, with overwatering of up to 25% and yield losses of around 30%. CSIRO, Australia's science agency, has independently assessed the total benefit of GoField as being $152 per hectare per season. So what does that mean to a consumer? Normally it takes 320 gallons of water to make a single t-shirt. GoField delivers a better quality, longer lasting garment for only 185 gallons. As well as assisting farmers, we're establishing a foundational data set to drive ESG metrics across the clothing supply chain, which we will monetize in the future. Increased water use efficiency in sustainable fashion is a $35 billion opportunity. We're looking to raise $6.5 million to build out our US team and embark on expansion into other commodities, including viticulture, permanent tree crops, and tomatoes. Our leadership team has over 70 years agricultural experience with several successful exits. Thank you for your time today. I welcome the opportunity to discuss your future investment to help drive better water use and assure the long-term viability of our farmers. Thank you.
The success of a specialty crop harvest depends on the ability to control weeds, fertilize the crop, and conserve soil moisture. Most commonly, these tasks are accomplished by using rolls of black plastic mulch, which results in a lot of plastic waste, $4 billion worth to be exact. In response, a groundbreaking technology has been developed to provide a sprayable, biodegradable polymer membrane mulch film. Introducing Shailen Kumar of Transpirational to explain more.
Kia ora, and good day from down under. I don't know if you realize this, but unknowingly, we're equivalent to about a credit card amount of plastic hidden in our food and water every week. Every week. Scary thought, right? It makes you wonder where all this comes from. Well, over 10 million tons of plastic mulch films is used annually, equating to about a $4 billion market opportunity in agriculture. And all this plastic needs disposal. Some of it is being incinerated after use. Some decay over the years in landfills, while others are simply just buried at farm. All of these options end up having effects on the environment. Our team wants to change the images you see here so nothing gets in our food and eventually ends up in our body. Transpirational SMB is our solution to ending the use of plastic mulch films on farms. Sprayable biodegradable membrane that simply gives farmers the opportunity with a spray and walk away option. Farmers can spray the membrane as wide on the furrows as they want, as thick as they want to attain the desired results. We give this opportunity to the farmers so that they can really adapt our product to their specific needs. Best yet, they don't have to worry about disposable cost after use or even cleaning up their fields. Saving time and money is what we're about. Our product simply breaks down into naturally occurring byproducts that already exist in the environment. In our field trials, we found our product showed excellent performance in sandy, loam, and clay soil types. We grew melons, cotton, sorghum, and tomatoes, and we achieved all the good things that mulch was invented to do. But the most important thing that sets us apart from traditional mulch is that we did not need extensive labor and machinery for application and any removal of the mulch films or paid disposal. Saving farmers precious time and money is what our product was about. A complete biodegradation and no footprints left on the farms. You can be part of this revolutionary new approach with us because your choices today will impact the quality of the food that we will be eating in the future. I'm representing a team of highly accomplished scientists from Sarawak in Australia who are just passionate about sustainable agriculture farming. And actually, most of us come from farming backgrounds, so we know the pains that farmers have. Cost, time is everything. Hence, we've developed this solution of transpirational SMB to take farming into the future where the next generation is not going to be eating one of these every week with their food and drink. To date, we've completed our MVP formulation. We've scaled our production to 250 kg batch sizes. We've trialed our product on actual fields, and we've published our findings in peer-reviewed scientific journals. This also includes our biodegradability data and also our non-toxicity data. We've secured patents protecting our technology and our market position. We've assembled our team of scientists, contract manufacturing partners, and commercialization champions, while we've also secured foundation customers. Currently, we are scaling our production to meet batch sizes of over 1.5 ton to achieve better cost of goods. With this, we have a pipeline for market entry, and we will be looking for further paid trials with high-value crops. Join us for this revolution where we simply want to make farming sustainable and eliminate the use of plastics. Once we have finished our scaling up processes, we want to recruit more paid trials in different environments all throughout the world so we can get the credibility of our product and let it be known globally. Whilst we're doing that, we'll also be getting ready for our Series A investment round. Thank you very much.
This next company is changing food retail in Africa. Winner of the Thrive Africa Challenge, Food Locker is a market access and production management platform that helps smallholder farmers meet the needs of large buyers by providing access to inputs, credit, and expertise. Their objective is to feed Africa through their proprietary distributed order fulfillment network. It is my pleasure to introduce Femi Aiki, CEO and co-founder of Food Locker.
Hi there. Allow me to show you an investment opportunity that enables a smallholder farmer in Africa to be as productive and as prosperous as a tech-enabled farmer in the US. It's called Food Locker. In September 2019, Nigeria's largest tomato processing facility was shut down because they couldn't find enough tomatoes to run their operations, and thousands of jobs were at risk. That is the story of a $350 billion market for food in Africa that is at risk with inflation above 20%, because over 250 million smallholder farmers lack access to scientific production methods, input, credit, expertise, and markets. Current solutions include farm management software, aggregators, and Farm for You platforms that are mostly inadequate because they fail to solve for side selling or they are too sophisticated for the smallholder farmers. Then comes in Food Locker. We use farm management and market access solutions to meet the farm produce needs of large buyers by supporting smallholder farmers with access to input, credit, and expertise. We call it a farming as a service platform. How does it work? We collect historical demand data and forward contracts from large buyers. We then forecast demand into the future using machine learning and deep learning, such that we can inform the smallholder farmers about what to do, what to produce, when to produce, and how. Our partners then provide input, credit, and expertise to the smallholder farmers. While the smallholder farmers are producing, we're collecting data, optimizing their yields, and using advanced yield prediction algorithms to support them. At harvest, we're selling directly to the large buyers and basically leveraging our logistics partners. Ultimately, the farmers make money and everybody makes money. This is a $350 billion market opportunity, and over the next 10 years, we're going after $1 billion worth of that. My team has over 40 years work experience with Amazon in operations, Unilever in marketing, agricultural production, and technology development. We make money by selling farm produce at margins of between 10 and 40% to processors and hospitality businesses. In addition, we charge commissions of 1 to 2% to banks and insurance companies who basically issue loans to the smallholder farmers. In addition, we charge $10 per farmer for aggregators who want to use our solution. We've supported over 4,400 farmers. We grew through COVID-19. We've been profitable historically, and we've been able to serve over 4,500 customers. We're currently unlocking enough credit that would support over 35,000 smallholder farmers in Nigeria to scale. We're raising our seed round, and we're financing tomatoes, peppers, and chicken with the objective of collecting the foundational data that's required for us to drive a software as a service solution as a subject matter expert. We're promising investors over 25% IRR at a 5-year horizon investment period, and there is opportunity for follow-on investment. We're happy to have a conversation after the pitch. Ladies and gentlemen, a smallholder farmer in Africa, a tech-enabled farmer in the United States, equal productivity, equal prosperity, Food Locker.
Through their disruptive platform, our next startup is developing a precision biobactericide, not a pesticide or a fungicide, but more uniquely targeting bacteria. With their patented process, this company is creating a genetic code and biomanufacturing proteins in a lab without ever having to find it in nature. With this approach, they can scale their precision solution to reduce broad-based chemical application while increasing crop abundance and yields. Here's Julia Roulette, co-founder of Cyosin Biotech.
Hi, my name is Julia Roulette, co-founder of Cyosin. At Cyosin, we are here to improve food availability, protecting crop production in balance with nature. Take a look. Bacterial spot reduce up to 50% yields in Florida. Xylella reduce 60% olive production in Europe. Citrus canker restricts growers to export, and not to mention HLV. They are just a few examples of bacterial diseases destroying fruit and vegetable production. Bacterial diseases generate losses of more than $36 billion per year globally. Until now, there is no cure. And listen, today, 98% of the prevention treatments are based on copper-derived chemicals. So bacteria are becoming more and more resistant to them. The worst part of this, copper-derived chemicals are broad spectrum, killing soil microbiomes. And if the soil dies, nothing grows. At Cyosin, we are developing biobactericides based on sophisticated proteins that can protect and cure fruit and vegetable crops in a high precise way. Our proteins have the precision of an arrow, targeting only the bacteria that we want to eliminate. That precision preserves soil microbiomes. Our biosolutions don't generate bacterial resistance. They can be applied by spray on the plants, fruits, and seeds, in conventional production and organic production. We are the founder team uniquely positioned to succeed. Marcos, MBA and software engineer with more than 10 years leading technology-based companies. And myself, daughter of farmers, PhD in biological sciences, specialized in synthetic biology at UC San Diego. Active in the field of synthetic biology for more than 6 years, and a group of advisors that are supporting Cyosin with their great experience. Here is our most important point. Until now, it wasn't possible to have an effective solution for each pathogen bacteria. With our synthetic biology platform, we can make it possible. Focusing on the target bacteria, we start designing and engineering each biological solution in the computer, with no need to go to nature to find it. Then we build that biology in the lab, reusing our engineered components and biofactories, gaining speed, accuracy, and increasing the probability of success with less money. Now we are validating our first engineered biobactericides in citrus and tomatoes in order to scale. To show you the magic of our platform, the development of our second solution took 32% less time and 18% less money than the first one. In the next month, we are starting our field trials in the real world. For that, we have a collaboration agreement with an important citrus grower company. Since at Cyosin we can develop solutions to target any bacteria, we are now investigating a solution to be applied post-harvest in fresh food like green leaves to eliminate bacteria affecting food safety. At this moment, we are glad to announce that we are open to pre-seed investment to accelerate our field trials in the United States and to expand our team to speed up the platform, planning to open our seed round in the beginning of next year. At Cyosin, we can cure plant bacterial diseases, we can protect crop production, and we can preserve soil health. Thank you.
Our next startup, Healthycow, is creating a better approach to dairy health and well-being using novel, science-based solutions. Their product is called ProPreg, and it uses probiotics to improve cattle reproductive health by ensuring a balanced microbiome. It is my pleasure to introduce Louis Hui, co-founder and managing director of Healthycow.
Hi, my name is Louis Hui, co-founder and managing partner at Healthycow. Healthycow is an ag biotech for the dairy sector. Our mission is to provide and develop innovative animal health solutions for farmers to proactively care for their cows' health and well-being, and to ultimately reduce their reliance on antibiotics and hormones. Our team is comprised of Dr. Burram Amitaj, a Fulbright scholar, professor at the University of Alberta, and a researcher at the forefront of understanding bovine systems biology research. He is the inventor of our first product. Richard Strafel, a serial entrepreneur and visionary of Healthycow, and myself, Louis Hui, former venture capitalist turned entrepreneur on a mission to support products that help the production of sustainable and functionally nutritious foods. And Dr. Ed Robb, a former head of R&D for large pharmaceuticals with extensive experience in animal health product development and regulatory. He was responsible for developing the top-selling antibiotics and hormones used in the dairy sector today. And he's working with us now to right his past wrongs. Healthycow is focused on the health issues around calving, and specifically reproductive issues. Metritis is the root cause of these reproductive issues, and it's the inflammation of the uterus caused by a bacterial infection post-calving. Along with it comes negative health outcomes, a high incidence rate affecting 20 to 60% of every dairy herd, and it comes at a high financial cost, costing about $8 billion a year in lost productivity. ProPreg is our solution to this. It's a cocktail of probiotics applied intravaginally before and after calving. The goal is to maintain a healthy reproductive microbiome over that transition period. And our product has been field tested in over 2,100 cows across different locations and geographies and on both conventional and organic dairy farms. What we can confirm is that it works. ProPreg, on average, has reduced uterine infections by 40%, which is quite significant and also leads to other secondary benefits, which we can discuss later. What we've shown is that by assuring for a healthy reproductive microbiome, we improve animal welfare and well-being, ultimately needing less antibiotics. We improve production economics, both from a reproduction as well as a productivity view. And by using ProPreg, a farmer is able to derive a 4-to-1 economic benefit. But the overall goal is to help producers and processors align better with the needs of today's consumers in producing wholesome, nutritious, and sustainable milk. Research has been published in peer-reviewed publications, and our product, as it stands right now on the market, is first in class. Right now, there are no preventions, and there are only treatments in the forms of hormones, antibiotics, and disinfectants. ProPreg is de-risked, it's commercial. We have reformulation and manufacturing established, and we've got clear cost of goods. At the moment, as we all know, dairy is global, and our intentions is to build partnerships globally. In North America, we're working with several groups as we speak to do a rollout this summer of our product and to generate some first sales. Together, we're addressing a large market opportunity for the dairy side, about $5 billion a year, and on the sow side, about $4.3 billion once the product could be repositioned for that sector. We're looking to raise funds as we speak to drive sales and marketing and to increase our users and adopters, to fund some R&D for different indications and other products to round out our portfolio, and to augment our team to fulfill those initiatives. Special thanks goes out to the groups that have helped and supported us to this day. And I want to thank you for your time and attention. And I'll leave it here with testimonials for you to read. Thank you very much.
With a unique combo of sensors and analytics, this startup is the quality and provenance intelligence system for the fresh food supply chain. To address the 30% of food wasted annually, this company has developed a hand scanner to assist growers with market quality assessment of their crop to optimize harvest time and logistics. Welcome Daniel Policia, CEO and co-founder of Rubens Technologies.
When it comes to determining fruit quality before harvest, things haven't really changed much since the beginning of commercial production. To this day, assessing the quality of an apple like this one, for instance, is still a matter of running some kind of destructive test on it, like squeezing its juice out to measure, which leaves still a great deal to the expertise, the subjective judgment of the grower. It wastes this precious fruit and it doesn't really scale. At Rubens Technologies, we developed a system to predict fruit quality in real time without damaging the fruit, and it fits in the palm of your hand. My name is Daniel Pellicci, and I'm the co-founder and CEO of Rubens Technologies based out of Melbourne, Australia. Let me talk you through a use case to better understand how we can help our customers to become more profitable. Think of a fruit grower who wants to assess the quality and the maturity and the consistency of their fruit before harvest. But most importantly, they would like to predict what the quality of the product is going to be when it reaches its end consumers at destination. This is important for all of those growers who want to achieve higher profitability by accessing export markets, for instance. Today, these people have very little control of what happens downstream of the supply chain, so that they can incur major losses if their product is downgraded or outright rejected at destination. With the data we provide instead, growers can decide what is the optimal harvest time, they can organize the logistics around the harvest operations, and most importantly, they can predict the quality of their product at destination, knowing the conditions of refrigeration and transport and so on. So in this way, a grower can guarantee the quality of their product and therefore unlock higher returns more predictably. So how does it all work? Well, Rubens is a combination of a portable scanner that is used by the growers to take a reading of the fruit in the field, and a machine learning engine that receives this data, and through proprietary algorithms, it transforms it into a commercial quality parameter for the crop. This data is transferred in real time on the smartphone of the user, and also available on a dashboard ready to be exported and shared with buyers and agents, for instance. We are a team of experts, scientists, and serial entrepreneurs with a track record of building for scale and exit. I developed as a technical co-founder this technology based on my nearly 20 years of expertise in imaging and sensing. With the team, we developed a go-to-market strategy to go hand in hand with our tech readiness, so that we started working first with growers and growers associations, and now we are scaling up and offering our product as a service to larger producers, agricultural distributors, and assurance companies. That means that crop intelligence is the first market we targeted that enabled us to make the first revenues, and also building the database of crop quality and crop provenance data that we are now monetizing in a much larger and fastest growing market as food provenance, but also crop insurance. Rubens was founded in late 2018, and we bootstrapped our way with grants and commercial pilots and proof of concepts. Since last year, we secured the first contracts and more commercial pilots, and also we signed a distribution agreement with Agtech, which is a Singapore-based precision agriculture provider, enabling us to expand in the Southeast Asian region. So that on the back of that, we are running a few pilots on tropical fruit in Southeast Asia. We developed and own our own IP. We have 2 patent applications on our product and system, and we are looking to raise a seed round to help us grow and scale with the aim of an exit in 3 to 5 years in our precision agriculture and quality assurance partners. It's a privilege to present Rubens technology to you today. From the Rubens team, thank you very much.
A leader in visual monitoring of livestock and the flagship solution in artificial intelligence for pig monitoring, this company enables farmers to use less antibiotics, reduce feeding costs, and improve animal mortality rate and welfare. They have already secured global partnerships for their commercial launch and are moving their mission forward for a more sustainable livestock production system. Here is Christoph Nagy, founder and CEO of Circuit.
My name is Christoph. I'm the founder and CEO of Circuit. Coming from a 4th-generation agriculture family, I'm so excited to be here and talk about artificial intelligence in modern livestock management. When pig farming started in Mesopotamia, people used the rice to monitor the pigs and detect sicknesses. Today, we use the same technology. A farm worker has 1 second per day per animal. That's the limitation of the current solution. Due to this, there is a high mortality rate, there is no holistic detection, and last but not least, low animal welfare, tail biting, cannibalism. The pigs bite each other, there is a wound, and through the wound, the bacteria goes into the animal and could kill it in 4 days. The only solution, extensive usage of antibiotics, is not sustainable anymore, killing 700,000 people through resistant bacteria, and it's not only affect the meat, but through the manure and the water, directly affects the fruits, vegetables, and even the drinking line. So we have to solve it locally. And here comes Circuit's solution. We overview the animals with standard security cameras. We send the footages to our servers, analyzed by artificial intelligence. If something is going wrong, pig drinking twice as normal, activity is going down, we alert the farmer, so the farmer can intervene the animals through the web-based application and change the ventilation system. No antibiotics needed. Through our solution, we are already reaching human eyes accuracy, but we are also monitoring these different vectors 24/7. Our benefits for the software is $7 saving per each pig for the farmer, minus the software cost, which is $2.7 per pig, subscription-based model. minus the hardware cost, which is $1.3 per pig, provided by our partners, T-Systems, Hikvision. They can not only set up the hardware, any parts of the world in 4 days, but they can also pre-finance it, so there is no barrier for the farmers. At the end, there is a $3 profit saving per each pig, which could be up to 25% increase in their profit margin. Why customers love us? Basically, our economic value that we are 10 times more economic than our competitor prices. Second, we are 80% of the issues on the farm is visual. So we are collecting and building a platform so we can keep our sustainable advantage and monitor more issues in the future. Moreover, we have the biggest annotated database, including most of the genetic types. We have real market revenue, clients, traction, but instead of reading the slides, I can tell a story about the farm where we did a pilot in Hungary, and they not only realized that we can save on the health cost and the tail biting, but basically were able to optimize their farm protocol and also help with their feed intake optimization. We have a great team. We have computer vision experts from NASA and Volvo, and we have also Katalin, PhD in animal life sciences. I worked at Nutreco, I worked at Philips. I'm combining my agri and tech knowledge to create change. Our next step, basically, we are closing and finishing a round of $1.5 million, which $500,000 is already committed. We are looking for investors, and we are also looking for partners like feed companies in the US expansion. At the end, our solution is modular. We can scale it up for all animal species, and we are talking about a $500 billion market. If you see the current livestock production sustainable, we cannot help you. But if you say no, we need a 21st century solution, Circuit is the right partner. Thank you.
Through their patented process that upcycles low-value fibers from food processing residue like pea hulls and rice husks, this next startup is developing a new class of sustainable, carbon-neutral micronutrient fertilizers that grows crops with a higher yield and higher nutrient levels. Because, as we know, healthier food starts with healthier soil. With more, here's Michael Riedek, CEO of Lucent Biosciences.
We started Lucent Biosciences with a mission to address climate impact on global food security and nutrition. Micronutrient fertilizers, mostly oxysulfates and metal salts, are a 100-year-old technology that hasn't changed since they were invented. The problem is that they're not working really well because they're not able to provide the right amount of nutrients to the plants when the plant needs them. That means we're missing out on a yield potential of 20% globally because of lack of proper micronutrient management. If we would be able to leverage this yield potential, we could feed another 1.5 billion people on existing land and beat hidden hunger. Our team spent 5 years in the lab to find a solution to make micronutrient fertilizers work. And if there's one single thing I would like you to remember of this presentation is that we have solved the micronutrient delivery problem. We found a method to bind micronutrients in bioavailable form to cellulose and release them on demand to the plants through activation of the microbiome. This delivery method is completely novel, and we filed 2 patents in over 20 nations. We've been conducting a wide variety of trials for the last 3 years, working with a series of farms and independent research organizations, and the results have been outstanding, increasing yield in row crops between 7 to 12% and in vegetables as high as 25 to over 50%. This is what a yield increase for lettuce of 40% looks like using soleus on the right side and traditional micronutrient fertilizers on the left. And this is an example of a corn yield increase, again with soleus on the right side. The value proposition for the farmer is that we can increase yield at the price point that gives them a 3x or better return on investment while they are improving the soil. For the consumer, we offer higher quality vegetables that have increased levels of micronutrients, that taste better and have a better aroma. And for the planet, we provide a solution that is sustainable, carbon neutral, and non-polluting. Our business model is truly circular economy. On one end, we're looking to license our technology to food processing companies to upcycle their low-value cellulose waste into a high-value fertilizer ingredient, and then we sell this ingredient to existing fertilizer and seed coating companies to incorporate in their products. We plan to scale up to 20 plants globally, resulting in a $60 million sales by 2025, and creating a company that has a company value of over $350 million. We're just commercializing our iron, zinc, and manganese products this year and expanding to copper, boron, and calcium next year, and eventually looking to develop a non-leaching sustainable nitrogen using our tech. We've sold the first 25 tons of product this month and built a sales pipeline of $500,000 while running a trial with two global ag companies. We're looking for a lead investor to raise $10 million in our Series A round to expand our research and development, build our sales and marketing, and start commercial manufacturing. The board of directors consists of 2 founders in addition to 2 independent ag executives with decades of experience working at Monsanto and Syngenta. And we have a very diverse and balanced management team with people with more than 20 years of experience in business management, scale-up biotech, engineering, finance, and agronomy. And we're supported by a great team of advisors with backgrounds in material science, horticulture, business development, and finance. Finally, we want to help agriculture transform into a sustainable, circular economy that will produce more and better quality food. Support our vision and buy Soilios for home and garden on our website today. Thank you.
Our final startup is disrupting the irrigated row crop space. Using novel AI and sensing technologies, this company enables farmers to transform pivot irrigation systems into farming robots with autonomous irrigation, fertigation, and crop protection. From Tel Aviv, Israel, here is the CEO and co-founder of Autonomous Pivot, Yuval Aviel.
Hi, my name is Yuval Aviel. I'm the CEO of Autonomous Pivot. Autonomous Pivot takes advantage of standard center pivot irrigation system to revolutionize row crop farming by means of sophisticated sensors, machine learning, and robotics. Irrigation pivot relentlessly rotates in hundreds of thousands of fields, so why not equip them with sensors and transform them from simple metal parts to farming robots? So here's what we do. We want to cover 3 main aspects of farming from the day the farmer plants the seeds to the day he harvests the crops. These are the aspects that trouble the farmers the most: irrigation, fertilizers, and crop health. We develop mobile sensors that are mounted on the pivot, travel with the pivot, and send the data to the cloud. In the cloud, we have developed what we called an AI agronomist. Data from the sensors, data from the web, data from third parties, it all streams into the AI machinery. The AI agronomist output recommendations: how much to irrigate, how much to fertigate, when and where to apply these inputs. And the same for crop health chemicals. We want to free the farmers from the duty of monitoring in his field, so we also program the pivot with our optimal recommendations. By doing this, we bring row crop farming a significant step towards autonomous farming. Customer traction is phenomenal. We have experienced exponential growth. In just under 3 years, customers tell us that the value they see in our system is not only in reducing inputs, but also in managing their fields. We see farmers increase order 5x from previous years, and some of them even 10x. Majority of our systems are installed in the Midwest, but we have systems also in Brazil and Australia. With respect to investments, so far we had 2 investment rounds. $2 million were raised with the CLA round, and then in May 2021, we closed the price round of $4 million, in which Strides also participates. Leading investors are ICE Select Fund from St. Louis and an Israeli impact fund called Ella. The next round will be open in August 2021. In terms of operation and revenues, we have two headquarters, one in Tel Aviv, Israel, and the other one in Wichita, Kansas. Revenues in 2020 were $50,000, and in this summer, we already crossed the $300,000. Next year, we plan to reach $3 million in revenues. If all goes well, we will break even in 2023. What we present here is a unique opportunity to disrupt the row crop farming industry. It seems that our product hits a rare combination of high profit margin, great customer demand, and it also addresses important sustainability goals. In addition to all that, our product has the potential to become the best agronomist on the markets. What we need from you is top sales manager to help us attain ambitious goals of 2022 and 2023. Thank you very much.
Thank you to our 12 finalists on their outstanding pitches. Well done. As a reminder, our 3 awards today are the People's Choice Award, the Female Leadership Award, and the Thrive Forbes Innovation Icon Award. The Thrive team and our independent panel of industry judges recently convened to hear pitches and ask questions of our 12 companies. They all agreed the competition was fierce. But today, I'm honored to announce our winners. For the People's Choice Award, the winner is Food Locker. This Nigerian-based company continues to optimize outcomes and open up big markets for smallholder farmers. We received almost 2,000 votes in the weeks leading up to today's summit. Well done, Femi and the Food Locker team. This year, we saw women in leadership roles from half of our companies. By recognizing the contribution of inspirational women, we hope to move the dial in creating a more diverse and inclusive tech industry. I'm honored to present the Female Leadership Award to Dr. Fatma Kaplan from Fernim. Fatma and her team uses pheromones for eco-friendly pest control solutions. Our team was blown away by her achievements in deep science, numerous publications and awards that make her a standout. Congrats, Fatma. And finally, we had a very difficult challenge selecting the winner of the Thrive Forbes Innovation Icon Award this year. So we have decided on 2. The first is Autonomous Pivot. Our judges were impressed by their team, traction, and the technology which develops an intelligent platform for optimizing irrigation, fertigation, and crop protection in the fields irrigated by irrigation pivots. Congrats, Yuval and the team. Our second winner is Bloomfield Robotics. This company has an amazing team and business model, and their technology is digitizing the health and performance of every plant from seed to harvest. Congratulations to our winners and the whole Thrive 7 cohort for their hard work. Thank you again to Forbes, our partners, judges, mentors, and our team for the past year of planning, mentoring, and preparing our startups. And thank you for joining us today. Be safe and looking forward to catching up with you soon for our Thrive Bear Sustainability Challenge on September 9th and our Thrive Europe and LATAM challenges later this year. Until then, let's make sure we continue to advance the future of food and agriculture through innovation.